What's up, Central Illinois business owners? We know that insurance and employee benefits are one of the most expensive, confusing, and frustrating hurdles that you face in your business today. Garrett and I work with Central Illinois businesses to create insurance and risk management programs and employee benefit solutions that reduce risk, enhance your business, and maximize your profitability. Head to CIBLinsurance.com to learn more about insurance solutions that are specifically designed for your Central Illinois businesses and to watch our educational videos about work comp, employee health insurance, commercial insurance, and other insurance products to help your business go to the next level. Go to CIBLinsurance.com. We'll see you there.
It's time for CIBL Biz Tips, bringing you actionable strategies to grow and improve your business. Prepare to become civilized.
We go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good morning. You're listening to WTIM Morning Show, your information station, and we're coming to you live from our downtown studios located in beautiful downtown Shelbyville. The morning show is brought to you by these great sponsors: Villas of Hollybrook, Shelbyville Insurance, Perky's Farm Store, Family Drug, and Shelbyville Manor. I'm your host, Mark Sanders, and I do want to thank you for listening in this morning. We are grateful for all of our sponsorship, and we're happy to have here with us in the studio those who have come in a little more frequent in the past than they have recently, but they've been busy doing what they do, and that's selling insurance. And so that's okay. I would hope that would be the case, but we're going to have to get you back in here because I always enjoy having you. I'm talking about Derek Hayden, and he's with Shelbyville Insurance, as well as Garrett Omer, and he's also with Shelbyville Insurance, and they even have offices up in Bethany, which is the home of a big car show that's going to happen in the next couple of weeks. So
That's right.
watch your Facebook pages for that. So welcome to the program, guys.
Thank
Good
you.
to see
Thanks
you.
for having us.
Yep. Thanks
Always
for having
great
us
to have
back.
you on. Always great to have you.
Sometimes I don't know if you're sugarcoating it, that you enjoy having us that much.
No, I absolutely not. I like you guys, but I probably would sugarcoat it if I did.
There you go.
But I do. So at any rate, we were talking just a little bit before going on the air, the economy. I mean, it's just crazy.
Sure.
Mhm.
And who knows what the future is going to be like. We were talking about wages, and we're talking about material costs and so on and so forth. How does all that ever get straightened out? I don't know. I'm not smart enough to figure it out, but I'm glad that we have a couple that know exactly what they're talking about when it comes to what you can do as far as controlling some pricing in the way of insurance. So let's talk about that this morning.
Absolutely.
Sure. Yeah. Well, the harsh truth is that insurance premiums are going up just like the cost of everything else, just like your eggs and milk. Insurance is taking a hit as well. I know people don't like to hear that because you can't eat an insurance policy like you can eggs and milk, but it falls in line with what's going on in the world. We checked out a study recently just to kind of explain why you're seeing the increase in insurance. And one of the studies we looked at on homes, new building homes. So if you're building a new home today, the average cost per square foot is around $140 per square foot. And that can go up, down, depending on, labor, material that you're using. Now, a similar type of home in 2015, it was just over $80 per square foot. So you're taking it's almost double what it was 7 or 8 years ago.
Sure.
And unfortunately, insurance costs are dictated based off of property costs, because if you have a roof that's damaged in a windstorm or a hailstorm, the insurance company is the one that pays for your loss minus your deductible. So the cost to repair that has gone up substantially. So insurance premiums are going to keep up with it, to make sure that they're able to pay for those claims out of pocket.
God forbid that it be an entire loss.
Right.
Maybe
Exactly.
fire or whatever.
That's correct. So the insurance market right now is in a little bit of a volatile state because of all the increased cost of goods and materials and construction. I know, again, that's probably not what the listeners want to hear, but we like to tell it as it is. There's even insurance carriers who are pulling out of certain areas as far as markets. They are Florida. I'm sure everybody, if you have friends or family that live in Florida or have homes in Florida, you've heard what they're going through in Florida. the main reason is all the losses they've had from hurricanes, windstorms, all the storm damage. Illinois honestly has been not as bad as Florida, but we've taken a lot of hailstorms recently, a lot of windstorms. California is one that insurance companies are completely backing out of. You got the wildfires, and there's just so many claims happening that insurance companies are not even doing business in certain states.
Wow.
And we're seeing now even very large insurance companies have put a complete halt on new business, meaning if you wanted to get a quote with, let's say, carrier XYZ, they aren't even offering quotes because they have stopped issuing new policies because their losses have been so poor.
And that's scary because
It is.
you know, you mentioned, Derek, that you know, the cost of replacement and
Mhm.
so on and so forth. You know, what's worse is if you don't have insurance.
Yeah.
And something has to be replaced.
Right.
So,
Mhm.
you know, but it's great you all are looking at the ways to save.
Sure,
Absolutely.
absolutely. Well, I figured I'll kick it over to Garrett. I've been talking too much already, so.
Well, if you want to talk about some ways that you can, help alter that, or things that you could possibly do to help your premium increases. We've got 8 different things that you can do as an insured to help look at that and help control your costs. Number one, this one may hurt some listeners. We talk about not turning in piddly or small claims. What we mean by that is with every insurance policy, whether it be your auto or home, you're gonna have your deductible, right? And that most time on your auto, we see on an average around here, $500. Homes today, we see 500 to 1,000, maybe a little more. So if you've got a loss and it's 100 or a few hundred over your deductible, we don't want to tell you not to turn the claim in, but our recommendation to help with frequency of claims or, to help avoid those is to take care of those small claims on your own.
Sure.
That can help, because if you turn in a small claim, you never know what's coming down the road. You may have a catastrophic claim that comes in, and frequency of claims can come in, and that plays a portion in when it comes to your increases when your renewals come in. So
If it's just $500 deductible and you got a major hit,
sure.
Mhm.
then it's good to have that $500 deductible.
Sure,
Absolutely.
But here's a way you can save.
Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely. Look at those small claims. If it's just 100 or so over, we'll have a discussion with you, but it may be in your best interest down the road to go ahead and just pay for that out of your pocket. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Another way, this is kind of self-explanatory, but sometimes we have to remind some clients, pay your premiums on time. Insurance companies keep a record of everybody that pays late, and that can ultimately impact your premiums down the road. So if you are a perpetual late payer, they know that, so they are not going to be likely to give you, the benefit of the doubt when it comes to discounts or renewal increases. If you are paying your premiums on time, you're not giving them any reason to non-renew your policy, or there's a lot of them give good payer discounts. So you want to make sure you keep those discounts on there. So pay your premiums on time. One way that we see clients like to do that is go to EFT payments, or automatic withdrawal payments.
Sure.
So you can set up automatic payments through your bank account, whether it's checking or savings. The insurance company will automatically, on typically whatever date you choose of the month, let's say you choose the 5th of the month, they will withdraw the premiums from your checking account each month or each quarter, however you like to do it. And that makes sure that you are not forgetting about your bill that got sent in the mail and it's sitting at the bottom of the pile at home. So another thing you can do is pay your premiums in full if you have the funds to do it. I know that's a lot sometimes, but a lot of companies are giving pretty good sized discounts if you pay your premiums up front in full. So it could save you money and reduce your likelihood of taking increases at renewal time.
Okay. Most all my bills end up at the bottom of the stack.
Yeah.
So I understand how it's easy. So
Yeah, yeah.
I get that. But used to, when the electronic fund transfer first came out,
Yeah.
I think people were kind of leary, man. I'm
Yeah,
not messing
sure.
with my bank
Yeah.
account.
Yeah.
But that's changed.
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely.
It's been going on long enough
Yeah.
now that you put your trust in that.
Yeah, it's a pretty simple process, really. It's I don't know that we've had very many issues, if any issues, with EFT payments. It's so easy to set up. It's easy to make sure your premiums are paid. You don't have to worry about getting that cancellation notice in the mail because you forgot to pay. It keeps you out of those issues, with insurance and other bills, I'm sure, as well.
Absolutely.
I always say it's that easy button.
Yep.
Tap that easy
There you
button
go.
and set it up, and then you don't have to worry
Mhm.
about it.
Yeah,
Too many other things in life to worry about.
exactly. That's what I want my whole life to be, is
The easy button.
Yeah.
What else you got, Garrett?
Yeah, so have all your policies with the same carrier. So you can get multi-policy discounts from having your home, your auto, umbrella, things of that nature, all wrapped up under one. We are starting to see over the past few years to where some carriers, if you have your auto with one and home with another, some of them are not writing what they call a monoline auto or monoline home. They're almost requiring you at this point so they can have all those together. And then you can acquire discounts through doing that. So try to gather your insurance and put it all with the same carrier, see if that's advantageous, and hopefully you can gain some discounts and make it a little easier for you as well.
Hey, a lot of good information. Unfortunately, we have to take a little break.
Oh,
We'll
But
catch
we'll
our
have
breath.
time to get the rest of them in. I know we will. I'm sure we will. And so back with Derek Hayden and CIBL Insurance, as well as Garrett Ulmer. After this short break, you're listening to WTIM, your information station.
What's up, Central Illinois? You know what you all need? You all need some CIBL podcast swag. And thanks to our newest sponsor, Jedco Sales, you can now find our swag at CIBLmerch.com. You can find t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, hats, and more, all classically adorned with our famous CIBL podcast logo. If you want to represent and support your favorite podcast, check out CIBLmerch.com. That's CIBLmerch.com. If you like our store, you can also build your very own business swag store with the help of Jedco Sales in Effingham, Illinois. Jedco is owned by previous CIBL guests, Andrew and Laren Dial. They've set up a special discount offer for CIBL guests and listeners to set up your very own custom branded swag store. You can now offer branded apparel to your employees, customers, and fans, and Jedco will fulfill all the orders for you. Contact Jedco at sales@jedcosales.com. That's sales@JEDCO sales.com, and tell them that Garrett and Derek sent you. Let Jedco help you get noticed.
Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back. You're listening to WTIM, your information station, and we're broadcasting over the airwaves from our downtown Shelbyville studios. The morning show is brought to you by these great sponsors: the Villas of Hollybrook, Shelbyville Insurance, Berkey's Farm Store, Family Drug, and Shelbyville Manor. We just happen to have a couple of guests in here representing Shelbyville Insurance, one of our great sponsors, and has been for a number of years. But that is Derek Hayden. He's with Shelbyville Insurance, as well as Garrett Ulmer. And I mentioned Shelbyville Insurance because that is the name of your organization, obviously, but you do have an office out of Bethany, too, don't you?
That's correct.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So that's
Yep.
pretty cool. Tell me, we're talking about ways during these crazy times that we live in, ways or strategies in which you can save some money on your insurance policies. So,
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
what's the next one on the agenda?
Yes, well, ways you can avoid the crazy increases, or at least reduce your likelihood. I think we gave 3 so far, so I'm going to give number 4. And I talked a little bit about paying your insurance premiums on time, but I'm also going to mention that you should pay your other bills on time, because there's such thing as an insurance score. And I'm not going to get too far into the weeds because it's about as confusing as anything else I've learned in my day. But an insurance score is loosely tied to your credit score. So it takes into account if you have paid late on your credit cards or your other bills. So if you are able to pay your credit cards on time and pay your mortgage and home and auto loans and all that type of stuff, that does play into your insurance premium as well. They track your consumer reporting and they will tie your premiums to that. So if you are paying your other bills on time, your likelihood of having reduced insurance premiums is higher because they feel like you are a good payer and a responsible payer. So that will help keep your premiums down as well.
Okay. So why you guys like to hear me say that I keep my insurance bill right at the top of the stack?
Yeah, yeah.
It's not such a good idea to keep all the rest of them at the bottom either.
Right,
No.
right.
Bills on time.
Exactly.
Important.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's a good idea. Garrett?
Next, number 5, report updates to your agent. What we mean by that is if you have updated your home with a new roof, your electrical, your HVAC, plumbing, those type of things can gain you discounts on your home policy. So a lot of times when we get a new quote that comes in, we'll ask for the age of those, different items there, and that can help with a new quote. But it'll also down the road, if you initially came into our office and your roof was 10 years old, but in the last few years you've updated that, you need to call us and let us know that, because that is going to help give you a discount on your home. I got a real life example that it was about 30 to 60 days ago. I had a client put a brand new roof on. It helped discount their premium. It was just around $600 a year on their home side, just because of adding a new roof to it. So it can make a difference. So I know sometimes people are afraid to report things to us, but these are one of those things that it's a good thing that can help you, gives you the opportunity to, lower the risk to the insurance carrier with a brand new roof or updates, and they can give you some discounts on your policy.
And I'm sure if they're speaking with either one of you fellows that they don't have to worry about reporting. Call, you're going to give them a straight shot.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Is
That's
there
right.
one on the list, Derek?
Yes. So we've talked a lot about property insurance, home insurance. I'm going to talk about auto insurance. So insurance carriers are giving discounts now for what they call auto telematics. So you've seen maybe on commercials where you can plug it into your dashboard or download an app on your phone. What it does is it will give a report to the insurance company and basically records your driving habits, and you can get reduced premiums for having good driving habits. So now if you drive 20, 30 miles an hour to the speed limit like Garrett does, you might not want to do it. But if you're a good driver or you want to have good driving habits to reduce your cost, you can get those telematics. It tracks your speed driving, hard braking, turning, some other things too. But that's something you can do to reduce your costs, is auto telematics.
Okay.
And we have had clients ask us if it could affect them negatively. It's not going to affect you negatively, but it can just help gain you a discount.
Okay, so you're not going to report any bad things.
Yeah.
Garrett,
Sounds like he's already trying to alert the cops around here to keep an eye out for me. Knock on wood, it's been a few years since I've had a ticket. So,
There you go.
but could be worse now. These people are going to have an eye out.
And I'm glad there's other ways to save too.
Yeah.
Okay, that's our salvation.
Yeah,
there.
I am probably not the person for the telematics, unfortunately.
Okay.
So next we've got on the list is pull your cars into the garage. You may say, what the heck is that going to do? And how is that going to help me save premium? Well, if you have a comprehensive claim, as a storm comes through, you have hail or limb or something that would fall and damage your vehicle. It's a good way to save there. Help save you on the frequency of claims and just different things as far as that goes. So pull your cars in the garage. That will help with those storm claims, hail claims, things of that nature.
Yeah. Pulling it in the garage is one thing, cleaning the garage out enough
Yeah.
to get it in there is another.
There may be a few individuals that have to do a few adjustments, even if you could get one in, but if you have both
There you
cars
go.
sitting out there in a hailstorm, it's, so yeah.
Twice the risk.
Plus, maybe a good thing to do some spring cleaning, summer cleaning, then it helps rid of a few things you might not need anymore. So
Thank you, wife.
she called me before this to have this discussion with you. Okay.
Okay,
I've
Derek.
got one last one here, and it may be the most important. The most important one is just go ahead and call Shelbyville Insurance, and we can work through it with you. So you can call us at 217-774-2155. And I know all this stuff is confusing and people have a lot of questions. Insurance is a very frustrating, expensive product. And, you hope you never need it, but when you need it, you want to make sure you've got the right coverage, right product in place. So we'll help you through that, answer your questions, give you some recommendations like we've done today, and hopefully get you set on the road, go in the right direction.
Give us phone number.
217-774-2155.
Okay, these guys will be glad to take all the time you need.
Absolutely.
And at the same time, you also have a friendly office staff so they can
Absolutely.
connect it there.
That's right. That's right.
Gentlemen, I really appreciate you taking the time to come in. Our time just flies when you do. But we've had fun. I hope the listening audience has as well.
Yep.
Be sure and get a hold of Shelbyville Insurance. Thank you for taking the time, guys. You're listening to WTIM, your information station, coming to you live from our downtown studios in Shelbyville. We're broadcasting in Christian County, 96.1, Shelby County, 107.5, and the big 870 AM across Central Illinois. We're WTIM, your information station.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the Central Illinois Business Leaders Podcast. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/CIBL podcast. You can also follow us on LinkedIn. Don't forget to subscribe and leave us a review. It's the civilized thing to do.